Hebrew Nation, what it do? This is Brother Judah Israel, and I have another message for listening ears of Yah's chosen people, as well as those who like to be joined to us. Okay, now it is entitled "We Got Next," and it's not just a cliche that I'm throwing out there, y'all. We really got next, and I think we need to be reminded of what Yah's word says about His chosen people, coming from under these curses that He placed us under because our ancestors' disobedience and so much truth. The Ruach is revealing so much truth. It ain't funny. And nobody can come against it because to try to come against it, you're trying to come against Yah. And nobody can prevail coming against our Father Yah. You know, that's just like an ant trying to rest on a locomotive and put his hand up there like stop and saying to the train, stop. That locomotive gonna run that ant over. This is how it is with anybody trying to stand up against Yah, with Him awakening His chosen people from our sleep, our nightmare. You know, we have been lied to. People have been lying through their teeth at us for centuries, you know, and, you know, we accepted whatever they told us for a time because we were under the curses and they were in their blessings, family. But we have served the punishment of our curses. You know, we have served the punishment. And so now Yah is waking His people up around the world. We're all being awakened to our true identity. And it is a beautiful time. It is a beautiful time right now. And so I'm going to tell you, as far as, you know, there's been talk about reparations and stuff like that, you know, family. For our oppressors to try to cut us checks, reparation checks, they don't cover the amount of what we lost during the time we've been under these curses. Reparation checks don't cut it. That will not pay us for all that we have lost. Just giving us money. That ain't gonna get it. Our lands were stolen from us. They killed way more of our people than they were supposed to. That's stated in the book of Enoch when he said that our people would be handed over to the 70 shepherds. So they have killed way more of our people than they were supposed to. Our lands were stolen. Everything was taken from us. So no reparation checks won't cut it. That won't cover all that we have lost. And I'll be in this message. I'll be in the book of Jubilees, the Apocrypha, and the 66. And I'll be starting out, you know, as always, family, keep Yah's 10 commandments found in Exodus chapter 20, verse 1 through 17. And our Messiah says in John chapter 14, verse 15, if you love me, keep my commandments. Family, this is a very interesting message. So please, family, everybody, please try to watch it from beginning to end because we truly do have next. Like I said, that's not a cliche I'm just throwing out there. It's all in Yah's word, what He's going to do with His people. We have suffered under the curses here in America 400 plus years. From 1619 to 2019, that was 400 years there. So now Yah is waking up His people worldwide. Okay? So at the time that He wakes us up, and all the nations, family, all the nations, all the Psalm 83 nations, they knew exactly who Yah's chosen people was before our ancestors messed up. Everybody knew who Yah's chosen people was. You know what I'm saying? And so when our people started sinning, they started serving false gods. And so Yah gave the Gentiles the green light to come over here in these lands, which were called the fourth part. These lands over here in North America, Central America, and South America, in the Bible, they're called the fourth part. These lands were given to our ancestors, the 10 tribes. I once said in another message that the southern kingdom of Israel, which was called Judah, made up of Benjamin and Judah, came over here on slave ships. I said in another message it was Judah and Levi, but I meant Judah and Benjamin. Our ancestors from the tribes of Judah and Benjamin were together. They made up the southern tribe that was called Judah, but the northern 10 tribes were the 10 tribes. It was called the nation of Israel, the northern 10 tribes. But the southern kingdom was called Judah, made up of Benjamin and Judah. So, but the 10 tribes were already here. You know, we were lying about everything, but all the truth is coming out. All the truth is in Yah's word. But they kept this word hidden from us. Yah caused them to keep the word hidden from us until our awakening. And this is right now. We're in the awakening stages right now, and he is allowing these other books to be revealed, and there is so much truth in them. And they knew what was in them. That's why, you know, but he allowed them to hide them because they were in their blessings and we were under the curses. But now the curses are being lifted off of his people. And so he's waking us up, and he's also revealing so much truth in these other books. And I am so amazed. I'm so amazed. I couldn't even wait till the Sabbath to share this. I said, I'm going to get this out today. And the Ruach willing, I shall have something to share, you know, some more spiritual food to share for the Yah's people on the Sabbath coming. But right now, this message called We Got Next, I'll be starting out reading from the book of Jubilees. Now, you know, like I said, reparation checks won't cut it for all that we have lost, because Noah and his 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, they all made an oath that everything that was allotted to them, the other was not allowed to take it, including the lands and everything. But the one that did that, he will be cursed. His offspring will be cursed forever. So this is why when the Most High chose Moses to lead our ancestors out of the nation of Egypt into the wilderness, he told them to go and take the land of Canaan back from the Canaanites. But Cain, the Canaanites, Ham, they settled in the land that was given to Shem. That was Shem's land. So he was just telling the 10 tribes, the 12 tribes of Israel, to go take it from the Hamites. They were in our land. They weren't supposed to be there. So he told our people to go in there and, you know, kill everything. He didn't want them around us because he knew eventually we would start serving false gods that they were serving. And our people, you know, Moses died, and then he allowed Joshua to go across the Jordan River and lead our people into the land of Canaan, which he had given our people, our ancestors. That was given to Shem, our ancestor Shem. But Ham had settled in it. He wasn't supposed to be there. So he's under the curse. It says until judgment day. When you take your brother's land, when you're not supposed to, you're under the judgment, you're under God's curse until judgment day. So Ham will serve Shem and Japheth, the Bible says. Okay, now our people didn't kill off all the men, the women, and the children, and the animals like God told them. And so they eventually let some of them settle with them. And so eventually our people started serving false gods. He told them, he knew what was going to happen. But, you know, our people didn't listen, and they allowed some of them to live. And so our people started not serving the Most High and started serving the false gods that the Hamites were serving. And so eventually our people got scattered out of the land. But he had also given our people this land, the 4th part. Let me get with it. It is so interesting, this message right here. We got next. We most definitely have next. I'll be starting out reading in the book of Jubilees. The book of Jubilees, chapter 9, verse 14 and 15. And this is talking about Noah and his sons when they were making this oath about not taking each other's parts, lots, and land and stuff like that. Okay, and thus the sons of Noah divided to their sons in the presence of their father Noah, and he bound them all by oath, invoking a curse on everyone that sought to seize the portion which had not fallen to him by his lot. And they all said, so be it, for themselves and their sons forever throughout their generations until the day of judgment, on which the Adonai Elohim will judge them with the sword and with fire for all the unclean wickedness of their errors with which they have filled the earth with transgression and uncleanness and fornication and sin. See, games aside, it's time to just really get down to the nitty gritty, to the meat of this word. We were told that we was from Africa, and you got a lot of people telling us, even to this day, go back to Africa. No. The truth is in this word. These are our lands. We didn't know it before, but we know it now. The truth is coming out now. This North America, Central America, South America, Yah gave these lands to the 10 tribes of Israel. Now, I'm sure that some of you are aware of these pyramids that were found in Mexico. These pyramids and these giant heads. Israelites, our people were here first. Our people were here on these lands first, but we were lied to. They lied to us out of their teeth. These pyramids, our people made those things. Those pyramids that in Mexico, our people made that stuff. We were here before anybody else got here. We were here. And the only reason why our Father, the Most High, allowed the Spaniards to come over here and take us down was because our people had started out into sin. They started into sin. That's what happened. And he allowed them to come over here and take down the 10 tribes, and they erased our memory of who we were, the lands we owned. They took everything from us. So now the truth is all coming back out. So that's why I say cutting us reparation checks, but if they got it to give, set it out. But I'm saying it won't cover for all that we have lost. We need our lands back too, that the Most High gave our people. We need our lands back. You know what I'm saying? We need everything back. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to give us everything that we have lost. That's right. This was his will in the beginning anyway. The only reason why it's not so now is because our people, stiff-necked, hard-headed, and didn't want to obey the Most High. They want to be obedient to him. And so we got sent under the curses, and all the nations were allowed to come above us. The Psalm 83 nations, while the nations conspired to say, let their name be no more in remembrance. This is what they all did. Years ago, when in 2017, when I started living as a Hebrew, stopped eating the pork, stopped going to church on Sunday. I started serving Yah on his Sabbath day, honoring his 10 commandments. And I started living like a Hebrew in 2017. And so at the particular job that I had then, I was talking to some Hispanic guys from El Salvador. We had been knowing each other for years because we had been working together for years. And I think we had been talking about food or something. And I said, I don't eat pork no more. And they said, why, Jones? You're a Muslim or something? I said, no, I'm a Hebrew. And they said, what? You're what? I said, I'm a Hebrew. My people, who the world call Afro-Americans, we're actually Hebrews. We're Israelites. That's who we are. And they was like this. Yeah, you're right. They already knew it. They already knew it. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to my mechanics, these African guys from Ethiopia and stuff. And, we had a conversation back here some years ago. And I told them, I said, my people, most of my people don't know who we are. I said, we're actually Hebrew Israelites. Our people came over here because our ancestors was disobedient to the Most High. And they all nodded, the Mexican mechanic and the 2 African mechanics. They said, wow, how did you find this out, bro? They already knew it. They was wondering how I found out. And I started telling them about, I heard an audible voice when I was 16 years old. So everybody in the world know who we are except us. We're the last ones to find it out. Okay, now I'll be going over to the book of Genesis right now. Genesis chapter 9. And it's talking about, okay, I'm just going to read it. Genesis chapter 9, verse 25 to 27. And he said, cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren. And he said, blessed be the Adonai Elohim of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant, and Elohim shall enlarge Japheth, and he shall dwell in the tents of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant. So Canaan shall serve Japheth and Shem, but right now, everybody is serving Japheth and Edom. But now we're in the transition when the Most High we're under the awakening stages of Ezekiel chapter 37. So when it's all said and done, Cain will serve us, the Canaanites will serve us, and actually Japheth, but that's coming. But the awakening continues. We got next, family. We got next. Okay, from Genesis, I'll be going to the book of Second Esdras. Second Esdras, chapter 13. Second Esdras, chapter 13, verse 39 to 45. As I was saying, cutting us reparation checks will not cover for all that we have lost. Now, this is talking about when our people were released from the Assyrians, the Most High led them over here to the fourth part. This land over here, North America, Central America, and South America, is called the fourth part. This is the land that the Most High gave our people. Here it is in Second Esdras chapter 13, verse 39 to 45. And whereas you saw that he gathered to himself another multitude that was peaceful, these are the 10 tribes, which were led away out of their land in the time of Hoshea, the king, whom Shalmaneser, the king of Assyria, led away captive. And he carried them beyond the river, and they were carried into another land. But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen, the other nations, and go out into a further country where mankind never lived. This is the Most High doing. This is the Most High leading them over here, that they might keep their statutes there, which they had not kept in their own land. And they entered by the narrow passages of the Euphrates River, for the Most High then performed signs for them and held back the springs of the river until they had passed over. For though that country, through that country, there was a great way to go, namely a year and a half. And the same region is called Azareth. That's the fourth part. The rest of the world, Africa, Asia, and Europe, were called the old world. The first, second, and the third part. But over here, where no man had been before, was called the fourth part. This is the land that the Most High gave the 10 tribes of Israel before they fell under the curses again. Okie dokie. Okay, now from here, I'll be going to Revelation chapter 6, verses 8 to 10. And it's going to say something about the fourth part. Check this out right here. Revelation chapter 6, verse 8 to 10. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth. That's over here. It's talking about over here in these lands. To kill with the sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth. This is when the Most High was sending Cortez and the Spaniards over here to take down the 10 tribes that were already in the fourth part. When they started sinning and being disobedient, that is when the Most High sent the Spaniards over here to take down the 10 tribes. And it says, to kill with sword and with hunger and with death and with beasts of the earth. I was reading in the book of Mormon, that when the Spaniards came over here, they brought wild dogs that they had trained to kill. They brought about 150 on one trip, 150 dogs. So this was all prophesied. Okay. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death. And hell followed with him, and power was given unto him over the fourth part of the earth. That's over here. They call it the New World, but it wasn't new to our people. Okay, the fourth part, North America, Central America, South America, over here, the fourth part. It is called in the Bible. Okay. Okay, and power was given unto them, Cortez and the Spaniards, over the fourth part over the earth to take our people down, to kill with the sword. They was killing our people with the sword, and with hunger and diseases that they also brought, with death and with beasts, those dogs. They were sicking those dogs in our people as they was trying to run away. I was reading it in the Book of Mormon. The dogs that they brought killed a lot of our people too. Okay, and the beasts of the earth. Okay, and when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of Elohim and for the testimony which they held. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Adonai, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth? See, when they came over here, they killed way more of our ancestors than they were supposed to. So they're crying, they're crying with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Adonai, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth? See, the blood of our people is crying out for vengeance. And in due time, the Most High is going to give them what they have been asking for. So because he's got to put us back to the top, because we have suffered the curses of our punishment. And it says when we do that, it says it's already prophesied that we will come back to ourselves in the lands of our captors, knowing who we are, and then we will be sorry for how we treated such a good Elohim. And we will serve him in the way that he wants us to serve him, by keeping his 10 commandments and honoring his Sabbath day. And this is what many of us Hebrews around the world are doing. We are coming back to the Most High. And when so many more of us start doing this, this is when he gonna send Yahushua HaMashiach back to gather us from these nations. We came on slave ships, and he's gonna have these people to bring us out of a lot of these nations on ships. We will be brought out of these nations to be brought back to meet our Messiah. That's what the Bible says. Okay, now I'll be going over to the book of Baruch. Baruch chapter 4. Baruch chapter 4, verse 15 to 37. And it says here, this is the Most High starting to restore his people here now. What I'm starting to read now. He's going to speak about him cursing us because our people had rebelled and he cursed us. And then it's going to start talking about how he is going to redeem us from these curses and start blessing us. Okay. Baruch chapter 4, verse 15 to 37. For he has brought a nation on them from far, and a shameless nation, and a strange language, who neither gave reverence to old man nor pitied child. And they have carried away the dear beloved sons of the widow, and left her that was alone desolate of her daughters. But how can I help you? For he that brought these plagues on you will deliver you from the hand of your enemies. Go your way, O my children, go your way. While I am left desolate, I have put off the garment of peace and put on myself the sackcloth of my petition. I will cry to the perpetual as long as I live. Be of good cheer, O my children. Cry to Elohim, and he will deliver you from the power and the hand of the enemies. For I have trusted in the perpetual that he will save you, and joy has come to me from the Holy One because of the mercy which will soon come to you from your continuous Savior. For I sent you out with mourning and weeping, but Elohim will give you to me again with joy and gladness forever. We got next, family. That's what these verses are talking about. This ain't something I came up with. This is from the word of Yah. For like as now, those who dwell about Zion have seen your captivity, so they will surely see your salvation from Elohim. which will come on you with great glory and brightness of the perpetual. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come on you from Elohim, for your enemy has persecuted you, but shortly you will see his destruction and will tread on their necks. My delicate ones have gone rough ways. They were taken away as a flock carried off by the enemies. Be of good cheer, O my children, and cry to Elohim, for you will be remembered of him that has brought these things on you. For as it was your mind to go astray from Elohim, return and seek him 10 times more. For he that brought these plagues on you will bring you continuous joy again with your salvation. Be of good cheer, O Jerusalem, for he that called you by name will comfort you. Miserable are those who afflicted you, and rejoice at your fall. Miserable are the cities which your children serve. Miserable is she that received your sons. For as she rejoiced at your fall and was glad at your ruin, so she will be grieved for her own desolation. And I will take away her exaltation in her great multitude, and her boasting will be turned into mourning. For fire will come on her from the perpetual, long to endure, and she will be inhibited of devils for a great time. O Jerusalem, look around you toward the east and behold the joy that comes to you from Elohim. Behold, your sons come, whom you sent away. They come gathered together from the east to the west at the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of Elohim. Okay, Baruch chapter 5, verses 1 to 4, and then I'll be jumping down to 8 and 9. Okay, put off, O Jerusalem, the garment of your mourning and affliction, and put on the beauty of the glory that comes from Elohim forever. Cast about you the robe of the righteousness which comes from Elohim. Set a diadem on your head of the glory of the perpetual, for Elohim will show you brightness to every region under heaven. For your name will be called of Elohim forever, the peace of righteousness and the glory of godliness. Verse 8 and 9. Moreover, the woods and every sweet smelling tree have overshadowed Israel by the command of Elohim, for Elohim will lead Israel with joy in the light of his glory, with the mercy and righteousness that comes from him. We got next, family. This is the word of Yah. Now I'll be going to that familiar verse in 2nd Esdras, chapter 6, verse 9, that many of our people are familiar with, and it will soon come to pass in Yah's assignment. 2nd Esdras, chapter 6, verse 9 says this: For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. That is coming. So I'll be jumping down to the 66 now. More scriptures talking about our exaltation from the bottom back to the top. Okay, now you got a lot of people who go to church on Sunday. They ignore the middle of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? They think it has no significance, but a whole lot of what the prophets were prophesying is talking about future stuff. You know what I'm saying? How can you call yourself turning the pages of Yah's book open and you're going to start at the New Testament and just forget all about this back here? And you think you got an understanding of what's going on. You are lost. You are lost. You know, you need to have some patience, pray for understanding, and start reading Yah's book at the beginning. And you'll get where everything come from, why this happened, why that happened, carrying all the way down. You will read in a lot of the prophets that the Most High, yes, he said that he was going to curse his people and scatter them into all nations. But he said that after they have suffered their punishment, he's going to gather them in the latter days from all the nations that he has scattered them. You miss all that if you just start in the New Testament and start reading what Paul and the apostles start talking. The apostles was very aware of what was way back here in the Torah. You know what I'm saying? Because they asked the Messiah before he ascended, is this the time that you will restore the kingdom of Israel? They was wondering when we was going to get our land back. You know what I'm saying? This lie about being raptured off in space. You know, if you die in the Adonai now, if you have a life in Yahushua HaMashiach, in the life in Yah now, you do go to heaven. You do go to paradise. That's what our people who have died in Yah are now. But if you live till he send Yahushua HaMashiach back to this earth, okay, then he's going to beautify this earth and make it a paradise where his kingdom will be here. But if you die before that happens, if your life is in Yah, you will go to heaven in paradise and you will be up there with them now. Okay, so that is a place where our loved ones who died in Yah are waiting now. You know, but when he comes, it says in the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, you know, when he comes with the angels, the saints are coming with him. Our people are coming with them. It says, and all the saints with thee. So our people who are up there, when the Father Yahuwah send Yahushua HaMashiach back down to this earth to come get these nations in order, the angels are coming with them and the saints. That's right. They're coming with him too. Okay, so I'll be in the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 8 to 12. It is written, we got next. I just read that scripture in 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 9. Okay, you know, about when the time of Edom, at the end, you know, Jacob, you know, that's our time. I'm just reminding our people with some encouraging word of Yah. This is what's coming. This is all his plan. It's all written in different books. That's all you got to do is read them, and then you'll see how it comes together. So it's really exciting. And I'm so excited because of what I've been reading. I want to share with the brethren. I want to share it with my people. You know what I'm saying? Because this is who he's talking to. This is who he's talking to. He's talking to us and everybody from the other nations who want to join with this. They can be a part of it too. But we serving them now in Yah's kingdom on earth. They're going to be serving us, but they will still be blessed though. Just like we served them for these centuries, you know, they're going to serve us. And Yah is going to make sure that they do. Okay? So we got next. So let's let them have their time now. You know what I'm saying? Because we got next. Okay, Isaiah chapter 60, verse 8 to 12. And it says this. Who are these that fly as a cloud and as the doves to their windows? Surely the owls shall wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish first to bring thy sons from far. So when he come to gather us from these nations, these people with these ships, we came to these countries, Central America, North America, South America, on slave ships. Our ancestors did at the bottom of funky, filthy slave ships. We going back to Yah the same way they brought our ancestors here. Some of us going to be on ships. Some of us going to be on planes. That's right. And the angels going to have some. They're going to be bringing us all back to meet the Messiah. Because he's going to set up his kingdom down here on earth at the word of the Father. You know, everything that's going on in the world now is all the pot is being stirred because everything is leading toward the great day of Yah Almighty, the great day of Elohim Almighty, when Christ is sent back to this earth to redeem his chosen people from these nations and get all these nations, the Psalm 83 nations, the ones who have been abusing his people, who stole our land, who stole everything for it. They think they don't have the answer for that, but it's all in here. It's all in here. Instead of a lot of them repenting on their knees, asking for mercy and forgiveness, you know. But you know what? Maybe it is Yah, you know, won't let them like the Bible says it was Yah that caused Pharaoh's heart to be hardened. So maybe it is the Father who's causing these people's hearts to be hardened, because there's got to be a whole lot of recompense paid back to what happened to his people. They killed way more of our people than they were supposed to. You know, a lot of our people were molested. Our families were split up. You know what I'm saying? You know, they just had their way with Yah's people, and they knew exactly who we were. They knew exactly that those people were the Most High's chosen people. And everybody was jealous anyway, because our people had been chosen. So when we fell under the curse, oh man, they just had a field day, because his protection wasn't on us no more. He turned his face away from us, and they just had their way with us, throwing babies and people off them ships. You know what I'm saying? I've read in different parts. You know, it's all the stuff is online. The things that they did to you, they knew exactly who they was doing it to. And they call us erasing our memories and stuff to keep us from knowing who we were. But right now, Yah is waking our people back up, and all the truth is coming out. All the truth is coming out. You know what I'm saying? So we shall wait on Yah. Vengeance is mine, saith the Adonai. Okay, Isaiah chapter 60, verse 8 to 12. We served our punishment. Jim Crow, all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Colored restrooms and all that kind of mess. Segregation, redlining, they just had their way with us. And they're still killing our people in the streets now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but at some point in time, it's going to stop. The Most High going to say, that's enough. And he's going to send Yahushua HaMashiach down here to redeem us from these nations. That's exactly what he's going to do. It's all written. Okay, Isaiah chapter 60, verse 8 to 12. I just read 8 and 9. Now I'm going to, 9 continues right here. Their silver and their gold with them unto the name of the Adonai thy Elohim, and the Holy One of Israel, because he hath glorified thee. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls. The sons of strangers shall build up our walls. Just like we've been serving them, doing all kind of stuff for them. Black people, slaves built the White House. Slaves built the Washington Monument. Slaves built the Capitol building. You know what I'm saying? For other people to have their way in it. They didn't get blessed, you know what I'm saying? But this is what Yah made our people do, because they was under the curses. And it is saying here in reverse, the same thing our people did for our oppressors, Yah is going to make them do for us when our time comes. And it is coming about. It is slowly coming about. And I see it because, what do I see? I see how he's awakening us in Africa, in Europe, in Australia. Our people is waking up all over the world. This is the Most High doing it. So this is why I see it. I love my people, because this is who he caused me to be birthed in the midst of. My so-called Negro Hebrew people. I can see how beautiful we are when Yah's Ruach is in all of us. You know what I'm saying? We are such a beautiful people. You know what I'm saying? But we have been through so much. We have been through so much. I mean, I don't know if there's anybody else of a people on this earth could have survived all what we have survived. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know what other people could have went through what our people went through and still be here. But we are still here. Thanks be to the Most High Yah. Okay. And thy sons and strangers shall build thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee. That's what he did. But in my favor have I had mercy on thee. That's what he's showing to us now by waking us up to who we truly are. We don't have to believe the lies these people telling us through their teeth no more. We know who we are now. We don't need to listen to somebody else talking about who y'all are. We listened for centuries. We don't need to do that no more. The Most High is telling us who we are. And it's all right here in the pages of the Holy Bible, because he knew he's going to wake us up someday. He had them write it in all kinds of languages. And now in Hebrews, in every language, can pick up a Bible and read their history. That's the mercy of our Father Yah. You know what I'm saying? He's such a great, awesome guy. Even while he was cursing our people, at the same time, he was preparing the blessings for us to have this word to be read as soon as we came Soon as he'll awaken us, soon as he'll woke us up, he's going to have our history to be read. If not by somebody, you can read it yourself. You know what I'm saying? This is the most plentiful book than any book on earth. This book, our history right here. It's about Yah and his chosen people as they came in contact with other nations. But it's our history book. Therefore, the gates shall be open continually. There shall not be shut day nor night. That's what we got coming. That men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Just like when our ancestors were slaves, if they wouldn't obey master or master wife, they were slaughtered. So it's the favor is going to be returned. You know what I'm saying? They killed so many of our people. They killed way more than they were supposed to. You know, it just wasn't no law against them, you know what I'm saying, for killing our people. Slavery was the law. We were the property. We were 3/5 of a person. We would even consider human beings. We have been reduced to that, not even human beings. And sometimes, even today, you can go certain places and some of them will still look at you like you're not a human being. See, you know what I'm saying? But it's all coming to a close. How do I know? Like I said before, because I see how many of us, Yah is waking up. And I talked to him the other day. I said, Ruach, you know, protect me by the mighty angels of Yah. I know I got a social media channel right here on YouTube, but I'm going to start, you know, witnessing on the streets again, just randomly, as I used to before I had a social media, before I even knew anything about YouTube and all that, Facebook. I used to witness the people on the street. I'm going to start doing that again. You know what I'm saying? Waking up our brothers and sisters. I used to do that all the time, walking stores, banks. Hey, do you know who you are? You know where you're from? Oh, I'm from Memphis. I ain't talking about where you was born at. And then, like, to my surprise, one officer from Memphis, Tennessee, he knew exactly who we were. He said, we Hebrews, man. I said, oh! So I got to spread the news because, hey, the more of us start walking in this truth, the Most High is going to send Yahushua HaMashiach back. And he said before he ascended back up, he said to his disciples on Mount Olivet, and this gospel shall be preached in all the world, and then the end shall come. So when we start preaching the true gospel throughout the world, and everybody got to start hearing, you know, who we are Yah's chosen people. And we got cursed, and he sent our people here on slave ships because they forsook his covenant. But now we have served our punishment, and now he's waking us up. So he just want me to tell you, brother or sister, who you really are. You know what I'm saying? So come on along and get your understanding open to this truth, the truth of who you are. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, the Holy Spirit, I spoke to the Holy Spirit about this a couple of days ago, even yesterday, to start leading me to share this with our people again, because I want all of us to be awake. I want all of us to know this. You know, I want all of us to know this. And when we all come to find out the truth, and then we'll start living like we know who we are. We'll start acting like it. We won't be acting like, you know, who these people say that we are. When we know who we are, we'll start acting like who we are. We'll start acting like Yah's chosen people with dignity, you know what I'm saying, with class, you know, walking as kings and queens and loving each other as brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Because we know who we are now. You know what I'm saying? And for the ones who just want to stay stuck on stupid, you know, please don't let it be you, family. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be purged in the wilderness when we get to that point. You know what I'm saying? But I said that I talked to the Ruach, and I said, lead me to the brothers and the sisters who you want to have this truth. You know what I'm saying? So it's best to pray up and have your protection before you go out witnessing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I've already done. So I just want all of us, every time I see a Hebrew, you know, anywhere I'm at, I'm like, man, I wonder if they know who we are. You know, because, you know, we are the chosen people of the Most High, the one who created all things. He chose us. So I want all of us to know the truth, because we've all been lied to. And it's disgusting. Our people could steal our identity, steal our land, molest our women and men and boys and girls, and tell us we ain't nobody. And we believed it for a while because we was under the curses. But now the truth is out. We're none of those things that they said we were. We're Yah's chosen people, and we have suffered our punishment. We need to know the truth. All of us have suffered. All of us. I don't have to know you. I know Yah, and he loves you. You know what I'm saying? So I want to do my part, serve him and serve his people. Okay, so from here, I'll be jumping down to verse 14 to 22. And it says, the sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee. That's what's going to happen. The ones that afflicted us, they're going to come bending to us. And all that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet. This is what's coming, y'all. This is what's coming. All those that hated us will come bowing down to us. And he's going to make sure they do it. See, Yahushua HaMashiach, Yahweh Shai, as some people call it. He's going to be here. And he's going to make sure all the nations do it. Because of what we went through. We suffered our punishment. Now it's time for our blessing. Now it's time for y'all to serve us. And if you don't want to do that, you will be slaughtered. And after you be slaughtered in your life on earth, you're going to spend eternity in hell. So you'll be best to do yourself a favor. People from the nations, you better join with us in serving our Father Yah. That's the protocol. You don't get to him without coming to us. You can't say you love our Father and hate his people. No, you cursing yourself. Blessed is he who blesses Israel, and he will curse all those that curse us. You can't say you love him and you hate us. You cursing us with your hate. You think he don't know it? You won't be a part of his kingdom. You better get rid of that spirit and join yourself to some Negroes if you want to be blessed by our Father. Okay. And that's on the real. Okay. Whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations. Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shalt suck the breast of kings. And thou shalt know that I, the Adonai, am thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob. Jacob will be the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay. Verse 17. For brass I will bring gold. This is what we got coming. See, trying to cut us checks for reparations. The Most High ain't going to let us, Now, they owe us way more than that. You know what I'm saying? For brass I will bring gold. And for iron I will bring silver. And for wood, brass. For stones, iron. I will also make thy officers peace, and thine exactors righteousness. Violence shall no more be heard in thy land. Wasting nor destruction within thy borders. But thou shalt call thy walls salvation, and thy gates praise. Okay, verse 19. The sun shall be no more thy light by day, neither for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee. But the Adonai shall be unto thee an everlasting light. He's going to be with us. He's going to be in the midst of us, making sure all these nations serve us. And thy Elohim, thy glory, thy sun shall no more go down, neither shall the moon withdraw itself. For the Adonai shall be thine everlasting light, and the days of thy mourning shall be ended. Thy people also shall be all righteous. They shall inherit the land forever, the branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified. A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, the Adonai, will hasten it in his time. We got next, family. We got next. See, you got people like you got people like Elon Musk, and he's trying to be the first trillionaire starting in 2025. You got Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg, all over Facebook, and all these guys are billionaires. Just think of our people hadn't fallen and became disobedient by keeping Yah's law, statutes, and commandments. Those would have been us. Those would have been Hebrews with all that wealth. He chose us to be the nation blessed above all nations upon the earth forever. That was going to be forever. So all these trillions and billions that these people got, calling themselves Jews, you know what I'm saying? We, so-called Negroes, many of us are Jewish. You know what I'm saying? From the tribe of Judah. Our identity was stolen. And, you know, it's like if you found out somebody stole your identity, you know what I'm saying, and they got your life upside down, flipped upside down, you know what I'm saying, and you got everything is on hold, and people don't know to trust you or the people who has been assuming your identity. That can take years to get your stuff back together. And then when they say, okay, we see some light at the end of the tunnel for you, we're kind of like recovering your identity back for you. After years and years of going through a living hell, you know what I'm saying, we even got the person who had assumed your identity. You know what I'm saying? You will feel so happy to know that you can get your life back after this person has turned your life upside down because somebody has randomly stole your identity. This is how I feel because of what has happened to us. This is how I feel. Now that I know the truth, you got people assuming identity, but they're not suffering no crimes for it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, everything that Yah had given us, they took it. They took our lands and everything. They weren't supposed to do that. We were supposed to suffer some slavery by working, and they were supposed to only kill off so many of us, but they were way past what they were allowed to do. And there's got to be some recompense for that. So just cutting reparation checks, I ain't going to cut it for all that we have lost. I ain't going to get it. You know, Yah is giving us everything back. The land we lost, the gold they stole when they raided Israel in 70 AD. You know what I'm saying? They took everything from us, identity, everything. If you was married, they took your wife. You know what I'm saying? They took everything from us. And to know the truth now, to know the truth, and we're still in it. And only reason why it's not burning me up is because I have the Ruach. So my thing is to just share Yah's word with his people to wake my people up to the truth. Let's serve him because he has so much planned. We're going to be reimbursed everything we lost and some. And the people who did these things to us, they will pay. They will pay. You know what I'm saying? So vengeance is mine, said the Adonai. I ain't finna go do nothing wrong to nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no drama from the Most High coming down on me because it's something I did wrong. No, I have self-control. You know what I'm saying? My way of getting back is to tell my people the truth. No, they lied to us. You know what I'm saying? You are a Hebrew sister. You are a Hebrew brother, chosen by the Most High Yah to be his chosen people above everybody else on the face of the earth. All we got to do is be obedient and keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. And he will make sure we're on top of everybody forever. That's all we got to do. You know what I'm saying? Not these lies they taught us. Go to church on Sunday. Oh, the Roman Catholics in 321 AD by Constantine changed the Sabbath from Saturday to Sunday. That's a bold-faced lie. That's to keep you from serving Yah so he can stop blessing you. You know what I'm saying? They taught us how to curse ourselves. They taught us how to be cursed from our own Heavenly Father. Taught us lies. And we just went for a hook, line, and sinker. Everything they told us because we was under the curse. You know? But now the revelation of everything is being revealed. Especially identity. You know what I'm saying? Black people, y'all black people. Really? Really? I'm dark, but my skin is brown. You know what I'm saying? I love chocolateness. But we come in all shades and colors. That's Israel. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about your skin color. It's about who you are. You are a Hebrew by blood. You're an Israelite. That's your nationality, family. Got nothing to do with your color. All these lies we've been told by these people out of their teeth. I'm sick of lies. I hate liars. I don't hate them. I hate lies. I hate when people lie and don't tell the truth. Those are the children of Satan who told us all those lies. You know what I'm saying? We are the children of Yah, and he wants a relationship back with us. That's why he's waking us up. You know what I'm saying? Before he send Yahushua HaMashiach back, our Messiah, he want to wake us up first. So when he come to marry us, he at least want us to know who we are. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to wake my people up first. They've suffered enough. We suffered the punishment of the 400 years here. So it's time for him to, wake us up before he send Yahushua HaMashiach back. Okay, now I'm in Isaiah 65, verses 17, 18, and 19. And it says this. For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind. But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy. That's us. That's us Hebrews. Jerusalem. That's who we are. We're Israelites, not African Americans, not Afro-Brazilians, not Afro-Puerto Ricans, not Afro-Mexicans. We are Hebrew Israelites. Citizens of America, yes. Citizens of Mexico, citizens of Puerto Rico, citizens of Brazil, yes. But that's not our nationality. That's just where we was born at. But our nationality is Israelites. That's who we are. The truth must be told. But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy. And I will rejoice in Jerusalem and joy in my people. And the voice of weeping shall no more be heard in her, nor the voice of crying. Oh, I long for these days to be with my Father and our Messiah. No more crying. No more people looking at us like we 2/3 or 3/3 or 3/5 of a human being. You know what I'm saying? All of that will end at some point in time when our Father, Yahuwah, send Yahushua HaMashiach back. And in closing, family, I'll be in Isaiah chapter 66, verses 20, 21, and 22. We got next. That's what this is all about. And I must share with the children of Yah who have been lied to just as much as I've been lied to about who we are and everything else. And they shall bring all your brethren from an offering unto the Most High out of all nations, upon horses and in chariots and in litters and upon mules and upon swift beasts, to my holy mountain Jerusalem, said the Most High. As the children of Israel bring an offering in a clean vessel into the house of Yah. And I will also take of them for priests and for Levites, said the Adonai. See, you got these people in these religions calling themselves priests and bishops and cardinals and popes. No, the Most High is going to choose the priests and the Levites and all of that from his people. See, we are the priests of Yah. We are the kings and queens of Yah. You know what I'm saying? But this world right here, this is Satan's kingdom right here. Please don't be tripped up by the things in this world, family, because Satan got all kind of stuff out here. You know, like I live in a suburb of Minneapolis, but you drive through downtown that will be going south from here. But they got all kind of strip clubs, all kind of deja vu. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All these are distractions to keep your mind and your focus off the words and the things of Yah. And he says, don't pay attention to the stuff that's temporal, the stuff that you can see, because it's all passing. But a lot of people you know, get involved, hook, line, and sinker, and you know what I'm saying, and you can lose your life. You know, being involved with the nightlife and stuff. So my people, please don't be tripped up. Not even stuff on your phone. You know, all that pornography and stuff that's free. You know, Satan make it available is free for you. You can get to it anywhere. You know what I'm saying? One of the things that turned me off about Facebook sometimes and Instagram when I was on it, you know what I'm saying? And I always got the mind, you know, I want to serve Yah wherever I go. So I always want to tell people about the word of Yah. And then I come across certain ads, they talking about how, you know, just showing everything, you know, how men could be enlarge their penises. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't want to see this, but it ain't no way to get rid of the ads. I mean, back when I was on Facebook like 7 months ago, I got off in February. I was like, man, this is so immoral, man. You know, I don't want to see this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this whole world, this is Satan's kingdom down there. All that pornography and immorality and all that foolishness, the stuff that he know and his demons, spirits, and minions know, that's going to lead you to hell if you stay involved in it. You know what I'm saying? So people, wash yourself from that filth. Don't even get involved with it. Don't let your flesh lead you, because flesh is weak too. That's our number one enemy, is our own flesh. You know what I'm saying? But just be strong against it and be led by your spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he's coming back and you don't want to be turned away. And he said, well, away from me, workers of iniquity, I never knew you. I don't want him to say that to me. And I don't want him to say that to my brothers and sisters. You dig? You know, so don't be captivated by the filth in this world that Satan and his minions and these people of Satan, you know, they got all this stuff out here. You know, there's distraction to keep your mind, you know, off of Yah and his son, Yahushua HaMashiach, and the word of Yah. So please, family, don't be tripped up by the foolishness and get yourself tainted with the things in this world. Okay, the last verse, verse 22 says, for as the new heavens and the new earth, which I will make, shall remain before me, said the Danai, so shall your seed and your name remain. So he's talking about his chosen people here. He knows that we have been through a lot, you know what I'm saying? And we have made it through the curse that our ancestors, you know, put us under. And some of us were still ungodly behavior because we were lied about how to serve him. And we believed Caesar Borgia, you know what I'm saying? This white image of Christ, when we was under the curse real thick, we believed it. And we had no problem with it. We thought that, okay, that's God. But now the truth is coming out. Now we know that's some hogwash. You know, so now the shoe is on the other foot. We accepted Caesar Borgia when we thought God was white. Okay, now for all of them, now we know the truth. If you read Revelation chapter 1, verse 14 and 15, you know, his eyes were as a flame of fire, hairs white like wool, woolly hair, just like us Negroes. You know what I'm saying? And skin as if burnt in a furnace. You know what I'm saying? That's like dark brown, baby. You know what I'm saying? Now the shoe is on the other foot. So now that we all know the truth, you know, what you gonna do with this? To the other nations, what you gonna do with this? You know, you better get that wicked heart. You better get your heart cleansed from the racism that you were taught. See, none of our parents taught us racism. You know, my friends that we grew up with. You know what I'm saying? I had my real mother and father didn't teach us racism. You know what I'm saying? Our uncles and aunties didn't teach us racism. Then we went to a foster home for some years. Our foster parents didn't teach us racism. They kept white kids, they kept black kids. See, we weren't taught racism. And none of my friends in the neighborhoods, none of us was taught to hate white people. We was never raised on that foolishness like that, the color of your skin. You know what I'm saying? That is whack. You know what I'm saying? The people determine you because of how you look. That ain't nothing but a lie from hell. That ain't nothing but a lie from Satan. You know what I'm saying? Please wash yourself of this filth, people, if you're still suffering from it. If you was raised like that and you were brought up like that and your people taught you like that, it was because somebody taught them. But that's a lie out of hell. Y'all don't care about nothing about nobody's skin color. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about your skin color. It's about your spirit. The Bible says, try the spirits. It's the spirit in you, your mind, you know. what's going to come out of your mouth going to determine what kind of spirit you have. It ain't about your skin color. So please come from up under those lies, talk to the world by Satan. So this has been We Got Next, family. So I'm Brother Judah Israel. I hope you got some understanding in Yah's name. So until next time, may our Father Yahuwah, in the mighty name of Yahushua HaMashiach, bless you and your families. So stay safe and peace. And I will see you guys on the Sabbath. I'm out.